Howdy, y'all.
I gave Joe the opportunity to do the intro today. You gonna do it?
Yeah. Hey, that was the best intro yet. Anyway, welcome to Thin Line Defense. As you know, every Thursday we start a live chat. I'm sure we have the 7 to 10 normal people here, so thank you for coming in.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yes, the master thing, just deal with it. And we do play a drinking game. Anytime you see wizard, them name, wizard dance move, wizard boogs, wizard anything, you got to drink. So have fun with that.
Speaking of, we got Caleb with our first comment. He said, getting closer. Only 76 minutes to go. Caleb was hanging out for a while. Wizard Dance Magic, Wizard Demny.
I can only count on, like, there's like 5 people I can only count on to get me drinking right away.
Yeah, they're just ready. They're just ready to rock.
Yeah. So, if you're new here, this is where we afford you as the viewer an opportunity to talk about whatever you want. We try to start off talking about the video that we did last week, but we hate doing that. So throw it down in the comments and we'll probably talk about it.
Whatever you got. So it can be what we did this week. It could be random stuff. It could be new stuff. It doesn't matter. Yeah. We try to talk. Yeah, like Joe said, we try to talk about what we actually did this week, but I don't think we've ever actually done that in like a year.
Yeah. Maybe we don't like doing that. We only do that if there's no comments.
Really? So Croak was commenting the K19 version 3, which I'm rocking right now, with the removable buckles, is actually on sale for Memorial Day right now for at $2.15. I think they have no free shipping. I think it just came out too. So like free shipping, everything good to go. Yeah.
For $2.59?
$2.59. It's pretty good, man.
Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah. Caleb saying hello to everyone. Welcome, Caleb. Good to see you. Good for starting our game out. Michael Costanza, hello. Good evening. Oh, we got Harry Baloney. If you guys don't know the story, Mike's original YouTube name was Harry Baloney, but it was inappropriate, so he had
to it wasn't. And I'm going to squash this right away because people are going to start commenting right now. Yes, there are only 2 of us today. Sorry. The other 2 guys have early morning, and they need their beauty rest, so they had to go to bed early.
Yeah, so their beauty rest ended up. Yeah. We did get from the dude, let's get it started, Wizard Tatgirth, Wizard Truth.
Yes, dude. Thank you.
I did do some homework. So the dude, I did do some homework on where your belt is. I managed to rummage through some of my. I shared it in our group chat with Joe, Jason, and Cody. It apparently hasn't gone anywhere since the 1st of May. It arrived in your home state and your hometown, and went to that UPS location, USPS, and went nowhere after that. So
yeah, and what's crummy, the dude can't reach out to UPS. Like you as the buyer can't reach out.
Yeah, so you got to do it. I just get annoyed if they're just going to be like, okay, well, here's your refund. Here's your money back. Man, that's
sweet because that was an expensive belt, dude.
Super expensive.
Yeah, dude, there was an expensive belt in there.
It was good as we have
a record. I think there's an axle in there too.
There's a couple $1,000 worth of belts in there.
Yeah, this is a lot. Yeah. We're joking. That's fraud.
Can't do that. It's fraud.
Yeah.
Croak says, Wizard Tatgirth, Wizard Truth Boogs, Wizard Demnies, Wizard +1, Wizard Dance Magic, Wizard. And from Carl right here, Wizard Tatgirth, Wizard Truth Boog, Wizard Tatgirth, Wizard Demnies, Wizard Tatgirth, Wizard +1 level, Wizard Tatgirth, Wizard Dance Magic. There's too many of those.
You're not cool. Jason's saying it, so you can just throw it up and be like, just do this, and I'll know.
Yeah, I can't do the same. I don't want to ruin it. I'm trying to do it how he does, and it's just not nearly as good.
Yeah, and I mean that in all sincerity. Like I love you all the same. There's no favorite child,
but /
friend.
It's just not. I'll just say Wizard Magic, and we'll put it that way. Thanks for the Wizard Magic. I don't got to do it.
Yeah.
Jonathan Miller. Oh, this one's for you, Joe, because I don't know if I'm excited. Are you excited for the new Top Gun coming out tomorrow?
Yes. Are you? Okay. Yeah. Yes. I've been excited for 3 years. I've kind of lost my excitement because it's been so long. Like I saw the movie poster in the Pentagon in Washington, D.C.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was years ago.
That's been a minute ago.
It's years ago, literally years ago.
I guess I didn't realize.
Yes, I'm excited. And then I heard on the radio that, they're probably just hyping it up to try to get money. I understand that. But they said that a must-see in theater, which I didn't want to go to the theater and see it. And then the critics, which I don't listen to anyway, but here I am listening to them. They said that possibly Tom Cruise's best movie of all times.
Ooh.
Right? I'm excited.
What's the worst Tom Cruise movie ever?
Oh, dude, there are all kinds of them. Was it the one where you have vampire? That one sucked.
What was the one where he was like the assassin that was someone like drive him around?
Oh yeah. Who was driving him? What's his name was, right?
Yeah, like the driver. Like I remember him being particularly bad in that movie, but the movie was good. But he was.
Dude, what's his name? I just watched a movie with him, and it was really good.
I don't know. Someone's gonna tell us in the comments in like 2 seconds.
Yes, please tell me because I can never remember his name.
Yeah.
He's the dude with the eye patch on Marvel movies.
Oh, Collateral with Jamie. Now Jamie Foxx, is that the one?
Oh no, yeah, it wasn't Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
I thought it was the dude with the eye patch on the Marvel movie. What's his name?
Carl came with the save. That was Carl.
I can't say what he's known for. He's known for saying M and the F word.
Yeah.
What's
All right,
his
going
name?
back to the top. Saying hi to some people. Wolf says, "Yo, what up? Welcome to our live chat. Hopefully, you got some good questions for us." Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one, Joe. I'd like to have your input on this. Carl says, "Did you see the Mac video about Tim Kennedy posting hating on LARPers?" I got my thoughts on this. I have some really good thoughts on this.
Was this a long time ago?
I think there was one a long time ago. I haven't seen the new one.
Yeah. Well, you go ahead. It doesn't matter who says it or when they say it. My opinion stays the same.
Listen, it doesn't like you can't be skilled in something if you don't train, and you can't train in it unless you use it. So everyone who's any good at anything, particularly firearms or plate carriers or comms or something, had to LARP an excessive amount of time to get there. Like if you know, some of our team is still in the military and some of our team isn't. So then who's LARPing and who isn't? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where it doesn't make any sense. I like that anybody uses their gear. If you have your gear, you train in it. I don't care. I wear my stuff to the gym. I don't care.
So I'm going to precursor this. I don't know what video you're referencing, but I think I know what you're alluding to. So if I misspeak on what they said, forgive me. That's not what I meant to do. So I'm thinking that they said, "Oh, all these civilians buying gear like this and LARPing around, you're just pretending." And you know what that one dude that said, you know, "Oh, you're just dressing up like Halloween." And there's been a couple people that say that, right? You forget where you come from, and you forget how the United States got started. The United States wasn't won because of the military. Like, the United States didn't become the United States because of the U.S. military. Yeah, did they have a hand in it? Sure. But it was the militia and it was the guerrilla warfare and the craziness that was going on fighting the British that won that war. 100%. That's what won the war. So don't forget where you come from. I say if you have good intention and you have a good heart and you have good moral ethics and character, I want you to train harder than the military train, because if ever we need to protect our nation, we're going to need that. If you have ill will in your heart and you're just one of those people that want to go out and do harm, then I hope you never train, and I hope you have an accidental discharge in your face.
Spoken like a true champion.
That's yeah. Sorry, I can't church any of that up.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Captain Safa says, "Evening, everybody." Captain, welcome. I don't think we've talked to you too much in the past, so welcome. Croak was asking if the show got bumped, but apparently he just needed to refresh his feed. Wolf asks, "Is there any other good deals coming up?" Jason put another really good one in our Discord. Oh, you guys told me I should have put the Discord link in the show description, and I didn't. I'm going to invite people now. They'll all get the Discord link. I'll put it right here. He put some for some ammo right in the main chat. So
yeah, the Iguana ammo. I think you have like 45 cents around, so $450 for 1,000. I think
nothing like bonkers.
No, crazy. Yeah. But if you guys didn't see it, Primary Arm, that Radical upper or whatever I bought, I don't even know. They had I think 18-inch 223 wild barrel upper, no bolt carrying group and no charging handle for $199. Then they had a chromoly bolt carrying group for $99.
I'm gonna add this into
Brownells always has crazy sale for Memorial Day.
I'm adding this into the chat too. This is the Primary Arms barrel sale. I put it in our Instagram sales. They had like $200 barrels for like $80. Yeah. I'm wondering if they're still around, but there were some good deals. Mostly Ballistic Advantage, the ones we like. They had some of the premium series. They had some 6.5 Creedmoor barrels. There was some pretty good stuff in there. So yeah.
Did they have a 6mm arc barrel in there?
I don't know.
Because I might do what we talked about doing. I might build. Maybe I should just no. I don't want to strip the barrel out of that other gun. It's so good for $1,200.
For $1,200, it shoots out 1,000.
1,000 yards.
That's
with an amateur shooter.
that's our hey shut up gun.
Yeah,
that's all this crazy stuff. Like, hey dude, shut up.
Yeah.
Like we have the crappy. It's a $12 bipod. Like whatever argument you have is moot.
Do you know what's crazy? There's that competition where you go out and you get 10 rounds to shoot a milk jug at 1,000 yards, and it's like a big feat, right? And if you do it, like you don't get spotter or anything like that. And I think it's a 10-minute time limit. I think too. So you have to shoot around a minute. But it's like a big feat. You get a T-shirt. You like everybody claps for you and everything. Dude, that's it. You take that 6mm arc out there. You lay down with a $1,200 AR-15, and everybody's gonna laugh at you. And when you pop that milk jug on your third shot, just walking it in because you don't care, dude.
And you're like, "Let's go, CV Life bipod." You won this.
Right? Thanks, Amazon.
Thanks, Amazon. This is great. Go, Wish handguard.
Yeah. No, it was a Acme machine, dude.
Oh, that's Acme.
Yeah. Hey, that was $40 handguard. That's expensive.
It's a good gig.
$17.76 muzzle device. Oh no, not that muzzle device on there because it wasn't big enough.
Yeah, didn't I give you like some? You have like some Chinese.
You gave me. Yeah, you gave me that. The what?
Didn't you have like some super crappy stock? It was like a.
No, it's a Luth. It's a Luth. I mean, it's not high end, but a Luth.
Yeah. Whatever happened to that fake CTR we had? I don't remember that went. I don't remember where that went. It's on somebody's rifle.
Yeah, I think it is, dude. Actually, now I'm a little scared. I will.
Okay, so the dude said, talking about his GBR's belt being a loss, he says, weird. It's probably at the UPS office about 1 mile from my house. Interestingly, I didn't want to give too much information. I looked it up too. I was like, that's really close to where you're at. I was trying to send it to. Croak just says,
get with Walsh and email. Maybe you guys could talk back and forth because if it's there, you can call and go and pick it up. But anything like getting refund or anything like that, the sender has to do it.
Yeah, it's stupid. So we'll do like a little package inquiry. We'll get it. We'll find it. We definitely want you to have that belt because that is hilarious.
Yep.
Croak says, I'm telling you, GBR snaked the belt and you'll have a horrible accident found in a shower asphyxiated by it. I'm gonna die laughing if all of a sudden like I go out to the mailbox and then like the GBR's belt's just like on top of my mailbox. I bet.
Yeah, like stalking you, like Pet Cemetery.
Okay. I throw it away and then it's just back on top of the mailbox again. I'm like, oh.
You wanna play? Come on, Watch. Let's go play.
Let's do this. Okay. 1911 Drew says, "Hi guys, what up, Drew? We always love your 1911 input."
I love your name.
Yeah. Croak was talking about the worst Tom Cruise movie. He says The Mummy is the worst. Was Tom Cruise in The Mummy?
He was in the later ones.
Oh.
Yeah, the one that didn't even go to the theater. Yeah.
I don't even know. That's crazy. All right. Bullfrog VA says, "What's cooking? Good looking." I don't think I've talked to Bullfrog yet, so welcome.
I don't either. But nothing because I already ate it.
Yeah.
So my wife already made me dinner, unfortunately.
Here he goes. Croak, that sounds like a service woman would pay extra for.
Hey, speaking of Tom Cruise movie real quick, there are two newer ones that I actually liked. I forget the name though. I think it's like Oblivion or something where he's on Earth with that female and they have that really cool helicopter that he flies around. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Okay, you need to watch that one. That's actually a good one. And then I like Mimic or something like that. I forget what it is, but where he keeps getting reset.
Oh, Day After Tomorrow. That's my favorite Tom Cruise movie.
What? Day After Tomorrow? That's not it.
No, it's not Day After. Someone's gonna say it. It's not Day After Tomorrow. They're gonna say it.
But yeah, where he keeps getting reset. If you like that one, it came out around the same time. Oblivion, or I think it's something like that. Where dude, just a little helicopter that he flies around in is super cool. But you'll like that one. It kind of a little bit of a mind blown at the end.
Supposed to do a second one of that one where he keeps resetting the same day, like the Groundhog Day thing.
Oh yeah, that was a good movie. I like that one. I like that he kept showing up and everybody hated him. That's funny.
Like, that's annoying. Okay. Mike Davidson says, "Hello all." What up, Mike? Good to see you. He comes by and sees us every week. You need to give Joe some more grief. He likes that.
I do.
Captain Safa says new Top Gun is so good and so many great references to the first one, which in my opinion is the better one of the two.
Oh dang!
Oh my god! Oh, here we go. Richard Harris asked me, so when is the Bison belt review coming? Not gonna lie to you, I need to buy one. Number one, so let's start with the biggest problem is number one, I need to buy one. And number two, I have 3 belts sitting on the floor that I haven't gotten to yet. So it is not only not purchased, but it's 3 belts behind. If you really want me to do it, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Make Joe do it.
No, you don't want to see that video. I'm telling you.
People really want to see the Bison belt, so I need to order one, and I'm probably going to bump it up the list.
Walsh have way more patience and better videography. Am I saying that right? Anyway, better everything. So just have Walsh keep doing the video that you really care about. If you just want to see stuff get kicked and thrown and cussed at and slammed on the ground and you don't care about camera angle, then sure, let me know.
Perfect. No. Oh, we don't. None of that nonsense. Wizard magic.
Oh,
look at that. Angry Sarge giving us some wizard magic. I want some. I need to get some good drinks one of these days.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I think Zach's making this comment towards when we're talking about LARPers, saying gatekeepers aren't helpful. And I've unfortunately seen a lot of this.
What does that mean? I don't even know.
Like gatekeepers, like people are basically saying like, oh, you don't have enough. Not like,
oh yeah, you're not in the cool club. Stay over there type people.
Know this? Yeah, you don't have the cool stuff to do what we're doing.
Yeah, they forget where our country came from. They forget where they came from.
Yeah.
With the minute that you get like that, you know that you've gone too far in your life. Like you think you're one of the elite on something, and you're not, because there's going to be somebody bigger and badder than you that will prove to you that you should probably be LARPing more often.
And there's this weird gatekeep phenomenon too, where people say like, well, there's a certain amount of gear, like, oh, you have this level of gear, so that means you're good to go. No, so and so. Like, listen, I have a whole bunch of this stuff, and I'm still a complete idiot. So that whole argument is gone. If I can get a hold of it and use it, then you can too. It's nothing fancy.
Yeah. So I didn't even know this, but I guess my sister watching that video because she said Jamie Lee Foxx, not Samuel L. Jackson. So thank you, Jenny. I didn't even know you were watching this, but it was either Jenny, one of my two sisters, in the group text, and I can't see it on my phone. But,
oh my goodness!
Or on my watch. But yeah. But speaking of Samuel L. Jackson, dude, I watched a movie on Amazon Prime just the other day called. Now I can't remember it. It was with Samuel L. Jackson. Dang it, I'll think about it in a minute. But it was kind of like a B-budget movie, and it's on Amazon Prime. I don't think they have any good movies anymore. And it was actually pretty darn decent. My hopes weren't high, but it was pretty darn decent.
Oh, so we're getting some more comments from Bullfrog. He says, in your face and in your handler's face. I have no idea what that means, but I love your comments. Keep them coming. They are wonderful. Carl gives us a salute. I'm pretty sure it's when we're talking about the LARPers and everything. We're a little bit behind. But we did get some wizard magic from Mozdrak. Mozdrak, good seeing you, by the way. We haven't got to chat with you in a little bit. So good to see you. Your favorite libertarian? Preach. If you haven't seen, also, I've been following some of your favorite libertarians' videos. He's been putting out some pretty cool stuff, trying to get his own gear thing going. So if you got some time, go over and say hi to him. Check out his channel. I've been watching some of his stuff, making sure to comment. We all get started somewhere. So I was the same way. You're like, hi, I got gear.
The Protege. That's what I call. So if you're bored enough and you want to see a good shooting movie, The Protege. Well, I thought it was good. No, it was with Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, what's the other one you say? You said I need to see.
That the one with Tom Cruise, like Oblivion or something like that.
You don't even know what it's called.
I don't, dude. I don't. Dude,
whatever. I'll find it. I'm sure.
I have rattle brain syndrome. Yeah. Like
you know.
I can't even remember my age half the time. No, 90% of the time. I have to okay. I have to count it out.
All right. Ironside Army said, hey, welcome Ironside. Welcome to tonight. Hope you're all geared out. Got your good excuse to put all your gear on and get all decked out.
Oh yeah, and I have plates in this.
Let's take a second and talk about what plate carriers we're running.
oh, this isn't just the tan LA police gear.
Just
Minimalist. Like, yeah, I
mix
just
it
went
up.
from multicam black to tan.
It's like putting on a new T-shirt, but it's the same T-shirt in different color. It's like,
Yeah,
nice. I got a new
that's
shirt.
exactly.
Dude, that's
Why
the
mess
same,
with a good thing?
it's the same shirt. Well, I've been wearing the same one for 3 weeks now, but that's the K19 version 3. As a reminder, people told you guys about this, actually on sale. If you
The fact that you're wearing
local...
a cape right now, I can't get over it.
No, this is my this is my very fancy thermal hide that I have no idea.
Yeah, that you're sitting in front of a hot computer.
No, it's I'm hiding my thermal signature from the computer.
From the wizards.
Okay. Misfit Army says, "Hey, Misfit, what's up?"
What up?
I was following him in Discord this week. I got to actually kind of catch up. There was some really cool stuff Misfit was working on. Remind me, Misfit, what all you were working on. You were putting it on Discord. I'll share some of it. The dude is also in Discord right now, showing some absolutely awesome stuff. He's putting a Cry SPC together with the Eagle Ergo, and that is one of my favorites. I think he has an Agilite placard too. Yeah, he's got a crazy setup going. That's my favorite setup. So you should check that out. All right. Harry says, "Come on, TLD, get it together. I'm growing a mustache over here." What are we talking about? I don't even know
what you're talking about because I'm rocking a full beard, bro.
Yeah. Oh my god.
A mustache.
Ooh. Croak says Faxon has a 6mm arc barrel on sale.
Oh, do they?
We know people at Faxon.
Yeah, but that's not gonna. That doesn't fit into our thing. So since we only, how many people do we have in here?
31.
Oh dang, that's
I'm more
good.
7.
So I'll ask you guys. We were talking about it about a month ago or whatever. Walsh and I were talking about. I built another one of my favorite builds, which Walsh actually built first. I'll give him that credit. So long story, try to shorten it down. Walsh commissioned me to build a gun. He ordered all the parts, had them sent to me, and I painted it. Right, and I was giving him heck the whole time. Like, why are you going to spend $100 on a handguard? Why are you going to spend this? Why are you going to spend that? He was throwing parts at it, and then I put it all together. And without even shooting it, I loved it so much I almost didn't mail it to him.
Like he walked back from the post office.
I did. I walked up to the FedEx door, went to open the door, turned around, walked back, put it back in the trunk of the car, sat in the car for about 5 minutes contemplating it, and said, "No, I'll send this to him, and then I'll build one the way I want it." And
that thing is that's on my bread and butter.
Yeah.
If you told me to run something, poof.
That's what I get. So I built one, and then since then I built 3 or 4.
We build the same one usually, and we're not. Contact us if you're interested.
Yeah, but we're thinking about like making them the TLD gun, and one has a pencil barrel in it. That would be your patrol rifle. One has a fluted barrel, 16-inch. That would be like your urban combat. And we're thinking about doing a lightweight SAS, like a LW SAS. So lightweight, semi-automatic sniper system, and that would be in the 6mm arc. So what do you guys think? It's nothing cool, nothing new, all arrow parts. I mean, it's not a secret what our favorite gun is.
There's nothing you can't put together yourself, but we just found this amazing
combination. It's so light, it's so durable, I put it on machine gun lower and shot 90 rounds full auto one after another, and it did just fine.
Yeah, interesting.
I like it.
Okay, well, Angry Star says I could give 2 poop emojis about what people think. Wear your stuff and train, LARP it up. At one point, our training was pretend until it wasn't.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's exactly what
all the people that were worried about their image and not LARPing, they'll be the one that you can grab gear off of, I guess, because they won't need it anymore.
Well, and think of it that way, Joe. Let's say somebody had like all this gear, like they were totally geared out, and they go run around, and it's like, dude, have you ever worn that stuff? And he's like, no, I was worried about looking dumb.
Yeah. Like, all right.
Well, great. Now you're used.
They're the one with the camelbacks that are going to be sloshing around everywhere. They're the ones with the boots that, are going to be wearing their feet. They're the ones with.
But you say, because you said it to me too, like you're like, Walsh, don't worry about how you set up your gear because you're going to set it up 500,000 more times.
Yep.
And it's so true because it's not until you wear it and you use it and you do something, you're like, okay, that doesn't work. Like I tried, like I was totally good. Then I went prone. And I tried to do so and so, and that didn't work.
And even if you have the perfect setup, then you
do something.
Get a different gun. Then you get a different piece of gear. You get a new med kit, and you're like, Here we go again. Square one.
Yeah. Hey, Caleb, by the way, thanks for helping Call Me Slow with whatever issues he's having on Discord. I'm tracking that too. It sounds like Caleb's getting you sorted, though. Okay, Toxic Gamer says, Thin Line Defense, have you guys thought about reviewing some stuff from Unobtainium Gear? Absolutely. I actually picked up a couple things from them. Not one of their placards. Misfit has some of their placards, says they're awesome. I picked up one of their NVG recording devices. Little secret for all of you. It absolutely sucks. Don't get that. It records like the crappiest video that ever exists. So don't do that. So if you see really crappy camera video from my NVGs, it's from that.
Yeah, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, but yeah, I want to try out some of their placards, some of the other stuff. I got something else from them, but I forget what it was.
Toxic Gamer, forgive me if you're not, but I don't remember your name, so you might be newish. If you don't know, no, I haven't, because I just wait for this guy to tell me what to buy. Like I'm literally like you guys. I get fascinated with the video. Wells don't tell her what video he's working on. They pop up in my feed just like they do yours. Yeah. I sit there and watch it, and then I end up spending money on stuff. That is 100% why I bought that belt.
That is a good belt, though.
That is 100% why I got that plate carrier.
Listen. Both of those things are both of those are fantastic, and you know it.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
But I just wait until Walsh said, this is my absolute #1 favorite. And I'm like, ooh, I need one of those anyway. Okay.
Like, if he's talking for 31 minutes about this belt, it must be good.
Yeah.
1911 Drew giving us some laughy faces. Probably from 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got the medic in the house.
Medic.
Good to see you, Doc, as always. Ironsight Army says, Toxic Gamer, I recently got a chest rig and placard from Unobtainium. I've heard nothing but good things, both from Ironsight and Misfit. So yeah, I need to get some. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
This is why I love our chat and our subscribers. This is why right here.
Yeah,
and if you don't know, go on to Discord and have the conversation, because you can learn so much more from each other than you'll ever be able to learn from four idiots practicing karate in the garage.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, like, I got on the Discord yesterday and I was like, wow, I need to get on the Discord more, because the dude was sharing all this stuff with his SPC. There was all this other stuff in there. Like, all these people were talking about these different pieces of gear that I'd never heard of. And I was like, wow, I need to get on here more, because you guys are showing all this really cool stuff. Yeah. Quarantine Catholics playing with their Mantis.
I associate everything to cars. So it's like the car world. Like, we're your neighbor that turns wrenches and works on cars, right? So you're like, oh, my neighbor knows a lot about cars. And you start hanging out with them and you learn some stuff. And then you start going to car meets and you start getting to the car community. And you're like, my neighbor didn't know anything about cars. Because all the people, you get 100 people around, and we all have different opinions and different experiences and different walks of life and different body types and different everything, that you can really narrow down and not waste your money. And that's why we started Thin Line Defense, this side of it, the gear review side, in the first place.
So I'm going to do you a solid in a second, Joe, because Mike is actually helping you out tonight. Ironsight says that Unobtainium gear is super legit. But then Mike did say, let's get Joe drunk before the chat even begins. But it already began. But he did say a bunch of Wizard Dance Magic, Wizard Truth Boogs, all the Wizard Magic pieces, which is then followed up by all the Wizard Magic and all the Wizard Magic pieces, which is then followed up by Carl giving you some more Wizard Magic. Make that the dose from Angry Sarge with the wizard emojis. We'll take a quick.
Just to let you all know, I only had one left in the fridge. So
you better go get it. I'm telling you, I got like 50 more.
No, this is it.
Oh,
I only have one beer left in my entire residence.
My goodness.
I need to start sucking less.
Yeah. He said, he was saying Oblivion was the other movie you forgot the name of.
Oblivion, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Isn't that what I said, or no?
No, I don't know. He was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of don't know.
My memory is as bad as yours.
Yeah. Oblivion. Yeah, write that down.
Wizard Amnesia, Wizard Dance Magic, Wizard. Zachary said that movie was Live, Die, Repeat. No, I think that's the motto for it. I don't think that was the actual name. I don't think that was the name of it.
Yeah, it was like Mimic or something like that, wasn't it? I don't know. Anyway.
Okay. So we got J5PO says, went to Jack Carr book signing. Buy a Winkler now before season 1 of Terminal List comes out. Winkler R&D is highlighted quite a bit.
What is this?
I don't know what a lot of that means, but he's talking about that Winkler, the Winkler axe I have. Winkler makes axes and knives. They're pretty.
Oh,
they're kind of like secret squirrel known. Like, hey, if you're somebody you just buy from Winkler. That's kind of how I heard about him. I was like, who? Who are you talking about? And they're like known within the inner circle. So completely agree. J5PO. Winkler is going to blow up, and it's going to be impossible to get anything. Like I told you, I was on a 6-month wait to order mine. They do a military discount, but you have to order directly from them, and it's a 6-month wait. So I forgot about it. When I got it,
good things are worth the wait.
Yeah, I totally forgot. Like, oh, an axe came in. You guys are talking. I'll let you guys talk. Dr. Dole says, I got a defense mechanism MEPC for the wife. Size small and HESCO 4601s. Small, sappy, but they don't fit. Too thick. Thoughts on what plate carrier I should get?
This. It depends. So what is mission dictates gear, right? So how much your spouse, your wife, right? That's what he said, wife?
Yeah.
So how much is your wife going to wear it? How much is she going to train in it? How much equipment is she going to carry? So how if I'm trying to make this sound like I'm not trying to be me. An 80-pound person cannot carry as much weight as a 170-pound person. So how much weight are they going to be able to carry and stuff like that? If all of that, I'm like, no, I'm going to put the vest on my spouse, have her lay down in the back seat of the vehicle and get her out of Dodge. Well, then yeah, just get something like this.
Well, I think that's what he's saying. Like, he's trying to go small, but he's saying the small sappy plates don't fit. So basically he's saying what plate carrier fits small sappy plates. And I think you need to go military issue. I would probably do a JPC 2.0. I say that because I've seen some females on base having to run some smaller plates that fit in the JPC 2.0 when the normal issue stuff doesn't work. So I would probably look at that.
But my question would be, how did small plates not fit? Were the small plates too big for the carrier?
That's what he's saying. He said that the HESCO 4601s, which I think are the they may not fit in the
what there are two carriers. There are two carriers that you legit just crank down and they fit on your wife.
It was the MEPC
in your videos.
The medium fitter.
Okay.
The MEPC fit. So did the K19. But if
I would say look at the mission and don't spend more money than you don't have to.
If he's already got small sappy plates though, he's kind of stuck there already.
Yeah, no, I understand that. What I'm saying if her mission is you're putting on gear to protect her, she's hunkering down in the back of the car in the back seat.
What you have on?
Yeah, just do a $75 plate carrier and call it good. If she's running and gunning with you, then by all means, like
JPC it up.
Yeah, like invest that money because that might save your life.
Doctor, text me later on the width of those 4601 so I don't forget, and I'll do some testing of some other stuff I got and see what we can do.
Hey, can we bring up that video? Is that okay? I think okay. Did you watch it from We Like Shooting?
I didn't get a chance to be honest. I didn't get a chance to watch it. So go ahead. No, go ahead.
I hate your face right now. So we've been talking about Safe Life and we weren't sure, right? It seemed like Safe Life, they partnered with like 2 or 3 YouTube creator, and that's it. That's the only video that you see. Either Safe Life makes them or the guys do. And Walsh went kind of like, I don't know, is this like a gimmick or what? Well, Sean from We Like Shooting, go over. We'll throw the link in there if Walsh can.
I'll go find this video. I'll find out what you're talking
about. It's in our chat. But he went out and did an honest, no joke review on it, and it's that super thin. I don't even know what it's called, but it's like super thin. It's level 3, right? So both level 3 panel weigh like 2 pounds a piece and 4 pounds together. And I was even thinking, no way this stops anything. It stopped everything that he threw at it. I mean, you gotta have to watch the video. He put firearm on full auto and mag dumped out of a Glock, mag dumped an entire mag, and then out of a MP5 replica, so like a 6-inch barrel at maybe 10 yards, mag dumped 2 30-round mags right in the center, and then finally stuff started going through. It even stopped the 5.7. Dude, it stopped 5.7, level 3. So yeah, that tells me everything that I want to know. Anybody out there in the capacity where you have to wear that all the time for your job, if I get back into that line of work where I have to buy a vest for my job or wear a vest for my job all the time, I'm spending $1,000 on it.
So Zachary, and I haven't got to watch it, but Zachary, I'm just looking at the bottom comments because I just posted the link. Zachary said he saw that video, lots of deformation. I didn't see the back. I mean,
they're over 70 rounds put into that thing.
Well, and I think of it like Kevlar back face deformation isn't the same as plate carrier back face. Like plate carrier back face deformation is just wrecking me.
And Sean was brutally honest. Like he put it on two, the real heavy rubber dummies. Mm-hmm. They weigh like 60 pounds a piece or something. So he put two of them back to back and strapped it up. So it had 120 pounds to hit against, which nobody ever does. They always just like hang it from a string and let it catch the round. And then he shot it with a shotgun slug, and that shotgun slug embedded like this far into that hard rubber dummy, like a good 2 inch. Like, but he shows it from a side angle and everything. I'm like, good on him for doing a legit video. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna hurt, but yeah, I mean, I'm wearing level 4 plates that stopped. I mean, a 5.56, but it stopped. The 6th round went through, and I'm like, oh, that's good enough. If I'm still on the X, then I deserve to have one go through and really sting.
I need to watch it. I sit down and watch it. Cool.
Yeah, it was good.
All right. Well, Croak was making a comment about Oblivion with the Ukrainian trick Olga core or something. Oh, Edge of Tomorrow. That's what it's called. That's what.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
Mozdrak asked, Joe, you got your boots from Walsh yet? No, I have not sent him the. I sent him cooler stuff than boots, though. He can't say anything. If I said to him, like, do you want cool stuff or boots? He'd be like, oh, I want
a scope mount? Yeah, I mean, I needed a scope mount. I
owed you that scope mount for like 10 months, though, too.
Yeah, a little bit longer, but we'll call it 10.
Abbott White says, I appreciate the Grim Hunter Tactical Range Bag. I enjoyed using it. I ordered the Agilite K19 version 3 today. Oh, awesome.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, glad you like that, man. Some people asking what, let people know what color you went with. I'll see if I can find out what color you went with. Yeah. Doc, let me know. Let's see what I can help you with. I know you got good plates, so let me know if I can help you with the carrier. We can figure that out.
Yeah. And also go into the Discord and throw up the plate measurements. Somebody will have something good for you.
So I love this. Zachary says, I'm watching on my phone. Walsh, are you wearing the Harry Potter invisibility cloak? Yes. So somehow,
that's exactly what he's wearing.
So somehow, and this is great. So somehow in our travels, I have managed to get a hold of thermal hides. So I don't know how that happened. It's in a weird turn of events kind of thing that now we have thermal defeating devices. So now I have to ask people about thermal cameras because we have to figure all that out. So yes.
Walsh open Pandora box. Now you have to find something that can see thermal so he can test it. But then he's going to have to have a second person. Not like he could just throw that over a hay bale and see if there's thermal coming out of it.
Yes, in a weird world of how the hell does Walsh have that thing? Yes, now I have thermal hides, and we have.
I want you to start a campfire and then hang it in front of the campfire, and then try to see the campfire through thermals.
We're gonna go like full Harry Potter with this thing.
You gotta make him do this.
Oh my God. Okay. Joe says, Joe, how low does the top of that plate carrier sit in the back?
Ask that again. How low?
Yeah,
does the top of that? Hold on.
Where your plate carrier sitting? And now he will stand up and display to you how the plate. It's a little low. Yeah, you're super low. Watch this. Just tell him it's perfect. Watch this. Here we go. Oh, see, yeah, it's perfect. See, yours in a it's super low on the back. Why is it so low?
Who, mine?
Yeah.
I don't have it sized correctly for me.
That's right.
Jason sent it to me.
Yeah.
But no, it's not too low. It should be in between your shoulder blades. That's where it's sitting.
Yeah, it's a little low. It's a little low on the front.
Where do your lungs hang out at? Do your lungs hang out up on your traps?
Mine do.
I guess so. You might have those superhuman lungs.
So Alpha Dad said, did I miss the K19 talk? So funny thing, this is always a forum to talk about the previous week's video. That's what we're supposed to talk about. But
we did. We hit on it. Yeah,
That's
it's
almost what we
good.
never talk about. But yeah, we're wearing the K19. It's on sale.
Not we,
low
you.
profile shoulder pads. If you have more questions, just throw them in there. We'll answer them. Yeah, you guys talk about it. We'll answer them, but we're not going to lead it. I already talked about it for 30 some odd minutes.
Yeah. If you were still awake at the end of it and you're still thinking about buying it, then you should just buy it.
Yeah, then congratulations. I won you over. Abbott White's getting his in black, so black K19.
Oh, nice.
And Misfit says, how do you make space between the thermal hide and your body? I saw the comments on Reddit. So normally you would not wear it like this, like how I'm wearing it, like a drapery. It's not like a dinner, like a table drape. So what you would do is you'd actually like put it over almost like a tent, maybe lay it on top of some foliage or some other things that are going to be over your position so that you're kind of like covered, but it's not direct contact because this will leak some of the heat out. The idea is to make it so that you can't, there's
an air gap in between.
Right. So you'd
use your rifle.
Yeah, that'd be
problem solved.
Yep, you can use your rifle. So like it'd be nice to
hunker down, put your rifle up, put it over top of it.
Yeah,
shooting sticks, bushes,
over your scope.
A table. Use your outdoor picnic table and just throw it over it and climb underneath. Make a little cave or a tent like you used to do when you were 8 years old.
But like wearing it like a blanket wouldn't quite work right. So yeah.
It depends. Put a helmet on, put a backpack on.
Good.
You might get there.
Yeah. So and like these are all the questions that we don't know the answer to. Like how poorly does it work? And this is how we got into this stupid situation already. Like does it work if you just put it on your head and wear a helmet? Like I don't know. Like dang it! Now we have.
And as soon as Welsh gets a thermal heat sensing device to be able to test it, we'll get it tested.
Okay, yeah. Caleb says it's not kind of missing. Like this is how it all kind of works. Caleb's kind of saying if you have questions, bring them up. We'll keep rolling in, and we'll kind of just flow all over with questions. But if you have directed questions where you want to reach myself or Joe, Discord's a great place. Instagram's a great place. Usually I'm the one who answers most of the Instagram stuff. So if you want to ask very specific, very, very, you want to have a conversation about a certain product, Instagram's probably the best bet because then I'll be able to just talk you through it and we can have just not a weird random.
Like that's more of a fine tuning thing for Walsh on Instagram. If you just want to talk generality, this is the best platform for it. That's why we put this on. That's why we sit here for an hour and a half every Thursday.
Yeah, we talked about it. Cool.
To answer those types of questions.
Misfits. Oh, this is what he's talking about. Oh, Joe, this is why I remember. And I wanted to get you in here so bad. He was talking about getting a CMMG 9mm bolt and barrel build with arrow upper and lower and how it ran flawlessly and it was a soft shooter. Like he was going on and on in Discord and I was like, man, where's Joe at? Like he needs to read all about this.
Dude, we have a video. We have that video.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's one of mine, so it sucks. But I have that exact build. It's my go-to for home defense. It's my favorite AR that I've ever owned or shot. I love it. You're going to be on a waiting list for that CMMG stuff. I'm just letting you know. I went with the 4-inch barrel, and then I bought like a 4-inch flash-forward muzzle device with a 7-inch Arrow S1 handguard, M4E1 upper, M4E1 lower, SBA3 brace on it, and then I just put a SIG Romeo 5 red dot. I have the Olight Odin Mini on it, and I have flip-up backup sights on it.
Did you have a CNC trigger in it? CMC?
No.
I thought you did for some reason.
No, that's I only have 2 upgraded trigger in all my collection, and that's the CMC and the 6mm arc, and then I have that Tac-On trigger, which is still awesome.
I'm gonna segue this because like I'm gonna talk about triggers later, talking about all the Rise triggers, and I started at the beginning of that thinking some of the triggers were way better, but then one of the triggers was actually broken the entire time, and I could shoot a broken trigger as fast as all the others, which then just led me to be like, wow, it makes no difference. Like it's the shooter. Like I can shoot a broken 8-pound trigger the same speed as a 2.5 pound. Like it's this. Like if you watch my video, you'd be like, I can't tell the difference.
Yeah, Walsh and I have difference of opinion. Neither one of us are right or wrong. He really likes upgrading a trigger, and that's fine and dandy. Anything that I'm building for self-defense, home defense, carry, anything like that, I'm leaving at least a 6-pound trigger in it. 5 to 6 pounds are the minimum I'll go.
Yeah, I think that's
So I
what
run mil
my
spec. I run mil spec in almost all my ARs. Honestly, I do.
It's just funny that we're slowly coming to middle ground though, because where I'm like, no, upgrade trigger all the way, and you're like, no, mil spec, and you're slowly being like, okay, I can see why you'd upgrade, and I'm slowly being like, okay, I can see why you don't need all this.
Yeah. So I mean, I won't bash people for upgrading. That's your prerogative, right? And in that 6mm arc, I'm glad I have a 3.5 pound trigger because I'm shooting at 1,000 yards. Yeah, for my 9mm build. But going back to 9mm build it out. You will absolutely love it. I'm telling you, you'll love it. It's awesome. I've shot MP5s. I shot Uzis. Those are, well, not really Uzi, but MP5 they say are like the best. And not even, it's a submachine gun, right? It's not a pistol caliber carbine, but they say that it's the best, I guess, recoil mitigating 9mm. Yeah, all blah 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 blah. I will take my CMMG build over those any day of the week.
Ooh,
I will. But like you talk Sean from We Like Shooting, the MP5. He owns the actual CMMG. What is it called? Their build, huh?
The Banshee.
Yeah, he owns the full Banshee, and he'll take the MP5 clones over the Banshee any day of the week. But not me. It's what I know.
Yeah.
And I
the
love that thing.
Yeah,
and if not Jason here, he would tell you. So he built out a 9mm, took Glock magazines, put a suppressor on it. He loved that gun. He didn't need another 9mm. And I went talking mine up so much, and I got a good deal on the bolt and barrel. He just bought one. It sat around. How long did it sit? Well, 6 months, 9 months.
So he built it? Oh, easy.
Yeah, the parts sitting around. And I'm like, dude, you have to build that and you have to shoot it. Like, stop dragging your feet on it. He's like, I don't need it. Like, I love the gun, blah, 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 blah. He built it out. A week later, he sold the other gun.
Yeah, and he was talking about I can't believe I took so long to put this together. I'm like, yeah, because it's fantastic. I'm the only one who hasn't shot one of the CMMGs. I know Cody wants to build one. I'm the only one who doesn't have one because I'm Team Strybog.
Yeah, because you went Strybog.
Yeah, but no, I do one still. If I did that, I would sell that Strybog in like 2 seconds though. Dr. Dole says, I got a K19 version 2. It is nice, but I like the DM style elastic cummerbund better. I do too. Me and Joe, we talk about LARPing around. We did a lot of running and plate carriers, and we came to realize that the rigidity is cool, but the rigidity makes you not be able to breathe. You cannot breathe. So I cannot
take that deep breath.
I like the hybrid. I think the hybrid is the biggest one. I don't think Joe's messed with the hybrid cummerbunds yet, but I think he'd fall in love with those because you can have the rigidity and then just have that little bit of expansion and contraction for your chest when you need it.
This isn't the hybrid that you're talking about, right?
No, not that one. That one won't do it. It's got this little bit of elastic on the end. It's really smart. But yeah, running in a structural cummerbund is awful. But like what the dude's doing, where he has the Ergo, the Ergo itself actually allows your chest to expand and collapse. So it doesn't have that
because it puts it an inch away from your chest.
So it works.
Yeah, it's a good fix.
Yeah. The dude's talking about his SBC build. Ooh, Misfit one says 3 cans in jail right now. Oh, he's so good. Who is y'all's go-to for buying cans? I went through Silencer Shop. I don't know if I would in the future. They used to be the best way to get cans was going through something. There's the easiest way. Nowadays, I think it's just as fast, if not faster, to not. There's no advantage really. It goes through Silencer Shop. They make it a little bit easier, but in reality, if I was buying another one, I probably wouldn't. I probably just find the FFL that just doesn't do it that way. It doesn't do the kiosk, but it's fine either way.
And here we see yet again a difference of opinions. Like, I would love to own a can, don't get me wrong, but I'm not willing to, we'll say dilute my Fourth Amendment in order to own something. So I'm not willing to do it.
Yeah, well, I need it for my night vision build, so thanks, Joe.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks for making me do that.
You're welcome.
Ballistic Advantage says, Croak says Ballistic Advantage has 20% off all barrels now. Yep, so that was on the primary arms site. Caleb was talking about, so Caleb did bring this up. Says, Dr. Dole, did you see the video that TLD did that shows how to use the defense mechanisms cummerbund on the K19? I'm going to tell you guys right now, too, Grim Hunter Tactical is 100% working on one of those adapters to adapt it into the rear of the K19 so that you could run the DM hybrid on the K19 using the same rock buckles. So it is in work. I haven't seen a prototype yet, but I know it's being built. Yeah. Our favorite libertarian says, thanks for the shout out, Walsh. I just got monetized. Ooh, which I didn't think was possible for my channel. I guess I'm officially a YouTuber now. Yeah, you can be monetized. It doesn't matter what your content is. It just matters how many subscribers you have. Just be careful what your content is. Like, they can be super particular, like optics or just a hot no. But you can do other things and talk about other things where you can actually build some revenue for yourself, so then you can buy cooler stuff. So sometimes you have to balance that so you can get cooler stuff to show people, and yeah, just the way it works. Play the game.
Saving for a long time. It's not a lot.
People are like, y'all make so much money. Like, yeah, and I spend, like, I made $8 and I spent $9. Like, yeah. Like, that's the way it works.
If I have a month that I make $40, I'm like, yes, yeah, I made $40 on a $2,000 board.
Well, but then I'll tell you, because you'll be like, oh, look at this, we made money off this video. Like, Joe, you spent $80 on the ammo. You're like, oh, yeah. Well, I lost money. You're like, I lost money. Yeah. The dude says, your favorite libertarian, congrats, and then does some wizard emojis. Have you got any drink left? So get those going. So yeah, good to hear you getting monetized. That's like the first 1,000. I will not lie to you, is the absolute hardest. It took us a year and some change to get the first 1,000, and then the next year we were at 10 or 11,000. So
yeah, it was crazy.
It was crazy, but like we were happy. Like we were 1 week we would go from 330 to 340, and we would do a little party. Like, guys, we got 10 subscribers this month. Like, we are doing great.
Yeah, moving up in the world.
Look at us. Misfit's talking about I'm running the Sleds placard. That's the one from Unobtainium Gear. I need to get these. Misfit has told me about these a bunch of times. He sent me some pictures too. He says how good they are. Yeah. Our favorite libertarian, sub to your channel. Yeah, if you haven't subbed on there, go say hi to him. He's awesome. Welcome to the channel, Mike. It's actually Harry. It's actually his full name is Harry Baloney. Carl gave you some wizard emojis. There you go. And Caleb says, yeah, Joe. And then a week later. So he's talking about how when I reference good gear for you, and he goes, yeah, Joe. And then a week later, Walsh releases a new video.
Yep.
A new favorite.
Yep. Just like Jason with the deals. They both get me. They both get me every time. But that's okay.
You guys don't know. Okay. Like, Jason is even worse than me, because we'll buy something. No, I end up with so much junk because I'm like, Jason, let me know if this is on sale, and he'll send me a deal, and it'll be like $500 off. I'm like,
in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't want to buy it today. He's like, well,
give you heads up.
Before, like,
you had 6 months to find this.
Yeah. It's like I was giving you some time. He finds it like it's what he lives for. So I'm telling you, if you guys want a deal on something, just hit Jason up in Discord. He'll find it for you. You better have your wallet ready, because he's gonna find it for you.
Yeah, you better have the money set aside.
Oh. Captain Safa says, which multicam jacket that doesn't cost an arm and a leg would you recommend?
I can't, because my favorite one that I got military to shoot and a cotton arm and a leg, I baby the thing and there's a hole in the elbow. I'm so
you're massive.
Dude. Yes, dude.
No, it's so expensive.
I'm crushed. It hurt my heart, dude. And I don't do anything with it. Like, I know what it went from. It went from going prone and shooting prone at the gun range on concrete. No That's kidding. What did it. But that shouldn't do it.
Can you do like a pad or something?
Oh, I'm going to. But I'm probably going to take it, like, I know how to use a sewing machine. I'm actually pretty good at it, but I'm going to take it to, like, a seamstress. And
I would go and, like, have a legit person fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Safa, I like the defense mechanisms one. It's a little pricey. The defense mechanisms Helion is really good. It's just a little pricey, but it's actually functional. Like, you're going to wear it for a long period of time. This is not what you want to hear, but I've kind of learned, even though can be a cheapskate on coats particularly, that I would spend the money. Like, I got a really nice triple aught design coat, and it's really good. And I spent a bunch of money on it, and I regretted buying my $50 coats I have. I was like, get rid of all these other ones. Like, so buy a nice coat. The defense mechanisms, Helion, you can get TLD CO, you can save a little bit of money. I love that jacket. It looks cool. It's breathable. You can wear it in a plate carrier. You can wear it in everything. You can wear it every day. It's a good choice. But spend the money. It's not what you want to hear, but spend the money.
Y'all know me. I'm the cheaper one of everybody in the group, and I feel the same way.
Yeah. And I now own like 9 coats, and only 2 of them are good, and I only wear 2 of them. So my wife's always
and if you spend the money and you get a good quality coat, you'll have that in 10 to 15 years from now. You'll still be wearing the same one.
Same one. Yeah. No, I concur. Oh, okay. So Croak was correcting us earlier. He says Live, Die, Repeat was the name of the book that the movie Edge of Tomorrow was based on. So, Zach, actually, you were correct then. Zach was correct. We were wrong because I didn't know it was based on that.
I don't know why y'all expect me to know that. I don't read. Come on now. If there's a movie, why am I going to read the book?
Harry said, Walsh, are you still waiting for a can? If so, when did you purchase it? So I actually did both processes. So I did the paper form in October, and then like a week after, I did the another can, which ended up going through the e-form process, which wasn't actually live until January, but they didn't bother to tell anybody that. So it kind of sat in this weird limbo. So I bought 2 of them in October, September. And my actual e-form one went in February. So it should be any day now. I'm a little over 90 days. I think the current time is about 110 days ish. So soon, but I've been saying that for like a month now. So I have a Sandman S and Sandman K. I think the K I'll probably see in October, like a year later. The paper version will probably be a year. And then the S will probably have reasonably soon. So we'll see. I don't know. Oh, and Mike said he purchased his on April 8th. Still waiting, understandably. Yeah, let me know what your certified date is. And then you can kind of have some time. I'll know what time you have left. Scott said he can't watch it tonight. Kid stuff popped in to say howdy. Scott, you probably already left.
Hi.
But welcome. Thanks for coming by to say hello.
Sorry I couldn't make it. Family more important than anything we say.
There's so many comments. We are so far behind. Carl's giving you some wizard emojis.
I think the last one.
And look at that. Caleb saying hello to Scott. Croak, 4601s. I don't think that's the right size for Sappy Small, but I don't know enough about it. I don't know enough about that. Zachary's talking about that armor we're talking about from Sean said. He said, I saw a video from Pew Pew. He shot 2 rounds and there was massive deformation. I need to see it. Yeah, I need to see it. Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Oh, Bailey. I'm going to mess up your last name. We'll just say Bailey. But shout out to DM for approving my MEPC review. Oh, cool. I love defense mechanisms. They are absolutely awesome. I do like them a lot. Oh, Funk X, Funk X. Yes. What is he?
I don't know what just happened. You having a stroke?
Yeah, me and him, we're going to go play PlayStation later. No, I'm just kidding. He says, what's up, Gucci boys? It's just what's Gucci boys.
What's Gucci boys?
What's Gucci boys?
What's Gucci
maybe.
boys?
Oh yeah, maybe that's what.
Oh yeah, that's what.
Yeah, I'm just an idiot. I'm just the idiot.
We're old.
Yeah,
don't mind us. We're old.
You're young and hip.
We don't. Yeah, we don't know your lingo.
Yeah. Zachary says $400. He's talking about the thermal hide. These are not. They better work. Bailey says, are thermal hides breathable? Don't need an oven. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm hot. Just having this draped over me. I have it draped over in multiple level layers. It is not.
I don't know why you have it draped over you. Why are you wearing a cape?
You're not.
Why are you wearing a cape?
So you're not supposed to. So like in theory, this would be like up in an area.
Yeah, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be hot if you're using it as a tent, like you're supposed to be doing.
It wouldn't. Like in this, it actually breathes properly. And like let's say it would be like over my rifle scope. So here's my scope here, and then this is what I can see, and this wouldn't be laying on me either. It would be on the surrounding area. So no, you wouldn't wear it. You wouldn't wear it like a. I'm not wearing it like a dress anymore. But no, you wouldn't wear it like a dress.
Good choice.
Misfit says, put it on your. I wish I had a dog. I don't have a dog. I have an annoying cat. That's all I have. Anarchy Television says, this is a fantastic one, Joe. I don't think you've ever noticed this, but have either of you. Oh, you have. Have either of you ever looked up at the stars with thermal or night vision?
Yeah. And you see a billion of them?
It is bonkers.
Yeah.
Like,
or dude, you go go anywhere where there's no light pollution, especially high altitude. So I went to high school and way up in the mountains of northern New Mexico, like 7,500 feet, ski resort 12 mile for me, and there's zero light pollution where I lived. So you could see the Milky Way with your naked eye on a clear night.
And
yeah, it looks amazing. It looks like one of those crazy camera that I'm not a camera guy, but the picture that you see when you're watching some space related show and they show the picture and you just see all the jillion stars. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, I used to show my wife. I was like, look up there now, and you see like 4 or 5, and you look up with the NVGs, and it's like just in this tiny tube, they're like thousands,
infinite. That's why you can still pay to name your own star, because they're still finding thousands a day.
It's baffling. Yeah. Mike did say to me, he said, I think the LA police kit carriers just have long shoulder straps. So when I had mine adjusted, unlike Joe's, I almost had that shoulder thing almost is either near or almost on the actual placard connection. I think I ended up cutting mine because it was I had to bring it up and adjust it so much.
Yeah.
So, but I always have that problem that for some reason I can't get it like situated correctly. So I don't know.
Because you think your lungs are located in your traps.
Well, they are.
Yeah.
Don't make fun of me.
I'm not. You do you.
Mike says, Walsh says, watching this through thermals and he can't see me. See? Look at that.
Now you can.
Yeah. Funk says, if it touches you, it'll warm up and not work. Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. It's not supposed to be draped over you. Thermals. He's saying thermals will see the temperature change. Yep. Yeah. Like we've been talking about, you don't wear it like that. It's 100%. We're just being idiots.
Right. But then now what I really want to see, because you have to have that air barrier between it. Now I really want to see if will a tarp do the same thing, because I'm pretty sure it will.
And that's what's kind of interesting too, is like, let's say I have
some plywood do the same thing, like
or even like some material, some super lightweight material, like I have some scrim, like I put on my helmet and my bags and stuff. Does basic scrim do the same thing?
No,
I don't know.
You'll be able to see through that, but
we're gonna know.
A tarp?
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
We need to get a thermal first, so don't hold your breath, anybody.
Yeah, listen, we're working.
I say Walsh need to get a thermal first. He's the one that made promises.
Yeah, listen, if you're smart on thermals, hit me up, because I need one. Need to know what to get. Crook said, helped a friend put together a Banshee clone with the CMMG bolt and barrel, but he ordered the 9mm upper, which doesn't have the cam channel. I don't know.
Wait, what?
Helped a friend put together a Banshee clone with the CMMG bolt and barrel, which we did.
Mm-hmm.
But he ordered the 9mm upper. Oh, he ordered the Arrow 9mm upper instead of the normal AR-15 upper, which doesn't have the cam channel. Yes, correct. You need to order
you just need an AR-15 upper. Yeah, that stinks. And you got to get the bolt and the bolt carrying group, because the bolt carrying group actually has it has the gas tube, the gas key on the bolt, but it's completely different. So you have to get bare minimum bolt carrying group, the entire bolt carrying group, and the barrel, and then the mag inserts.
Yeah, he goes, to clarify, he also ordered the Arrow enhanced 9mm upper so we could use the fat handguard. You don't need that one. We learned we don't love the enhanced. We built some Beowulfs with that. We like it. For a Beowulf, it's awesome. For a standard build,
if you're gonna hide a can inside it, like if you want to have a 4-inch barrel, 7-inch handguard, and you want to put a can down inside that, absolutely go with that. If not, I mean the S1, I like the S1, but you ain't putting a can in it. I guarantee that. It's like 1.3 inch diameter. You ain't fitting a can in there.
So I learned that I like the S1, but the R1 is so much. I've just learned that there's so much more stuff that can happen on the rail that with the S1, like I wish.
Yeah, you can't do it.
I wish the S1 was the same, but it had more rail space on the front and rear. Like almost double. I would almost double. So I could
maybe on the very front, because when I fold my flip up sights down, they hang back a little bit, but that's just aesthetics. But you know me, and me compared to you, I'm minimalist. You're everything in the kitchen, including the kitchen sink. So
we're just gonna do everything.
Yeah, you're trying to put crazy flashlights and buttons and lasers and chainsaw.
I could still put a D-ball on there, and you could still put it on there. I'd still be all right. Maybe I'd still be okay.
if I have more than a flashlight on my gun, like even flashlights, I'm like, what am I doing with my life?
No,
why am I putting this much weight on my gun?
You're going to be a cool guy one of these days, and you're like, what am I putting on here? Like, put your helmet on and let's go do cool guy stuff.
Yeah, right.
Well, okay, what is this? Interesting conversations. This is a good one for you, Joe. Misfit says, anyone thinking about an active shooter go bag / active shooter bag based on the stuff that happened this week?
No.
I'm with Joe. I wouldn't. I'm going to obviously respond, but I wouldn't like.
Now, if everybody went out and bought those backpacks that unzip and go over and they have, level 2 or 4, if you want really weigh down your kids. If you're buying backpack for your kids, completely understandable. But no, I'm not, because all of this stuff is happening in gun-free zone. It's happening in places like schools and stuff like that. You better not be running in there. I mean, if your kid's in there, if my kid's in there,
I'm gonna do it.
But yeah, if you're driving by and stuff, like it, man, it's hard because everybody had a heightened level, and you're probably not going to make it. You need to decide that, and when you go into an active shooter like that, when you decide to do that, you better chalk it up if you're not coming back.
Remember, there's such a thing as best of intent, worst of outcome. And that's kind of where I think that situation is going to come into. If you got to go in there, you got to go in there. But I'm going to probably do everything I can to not. Obviously, if it's my kid or Joe's kid or somebody we know, I mean, we're going to have to take care of things, do what we can do. But plan for that. I don't know if I would think towards that.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Misfit also says having the same manual of arms is a big deal with the CMGs. So you're talking about what you were saying, Joe, earlier about having the same weapon manipulation, all the same stuff.
That's why I did it. I was saving up. Honestly, I was saving up for a Scorpion. Remember that, Wolf? I was saving up for a CZ Scorpion. That's what I'm going to go to. I wanted a 9mm. I wanted it for home defense. And all the 9mm stuff with the AR were really making me mad with all the different buttons. Some hold the bolt open, some don't. Mag release is different. Some take Glock mags. Excuse me. Other take like AR mag, but they don't work worth the crap. And then Sean from We Like Shooting, he had the Banshee. He let me shoot his. I instantly fell in love.
You like messages that day. You're like,
I ordered all the parts. I had all the parts on order within 30 days, which never happens for me. I always shop deals. But I had everything ordered in 30 days.
Yeah, I'm surprised. This thing's smashing.
And what's cool, and if you keep a little bit of foreshadowing, we'll get to it at the end. But if you keep watching the channel, I actually got off. I did more and sucked less. And I actually made a couple video, and you'll see that exact firearm in one of my videos.
Yeah.
Not shooting it, but you'll get to see it.
Yeah. Cool. Richard actually said, many thanks to Caleb for the Discord help. Yeah, if you ever need help on Discord, so Caleb is our techno wizard. He helps out on the Discord all the time. So, yeah, it's awesome. Zed, I don't think we've seen you, but maybe once or twice. But he says, B's combat system making some good-looking cummerbunds with a lot of options. I would love to see more of B's combat system. I'll be honest with you. I think they're really a sleeper. Every time I look at their stuff, I'm a little impressed that nobody knows who they are, but I don't have enough of their stuff in hand. I am in conversations with them, so hopefully we can see more of their plate carry setups, all that stuff. Interestingly, that's where a lot of like the new companies came from. They all kind of came from B's. I never really knew that, but yeah. Mozdrax asking the important questions that I know Joe wants to know. So Walsh, what order are those 3 belt reviews gonna be in? I don't know because we're so far behind on everything. I'll let you guys vote. I'll probably do a vote later on, but the current I have 2 Lead Devils, and then the 2 Lead Devils will be shown together. So it's not really, I mean, I say 3, but it's not really. And the other one is the Attack Pack. I don't know if I can secrets those of you that like defense mechanisms, there may be some secret scroll stuff from them too. Probably Attack Pack first and then Lead Devil because technically I owe them first. But yeah, that's probably what we'll do. Okay, cool. Dad says I'm doing a great job. This is a rare day when Dad comes in and gives us compliments.
Right.
That is good. So I must be doing quite well for myself. Usually he tells me how stupid I am. And how many things I got wrong?
No. Yeah, you just haven't gotten to the next comment.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to the next one. But no,
just kidding.
Dad, I haven't seen you in, I don't know. It's probably been a couple months. I know we chat now and again, but good to see you back in the live chat and everything else too. Mozdrak says that sounds like something that would make for a good poll for YouTube members of the TLD channel. Yes, it would. Oh, this reminds me. I forgot about it. I need to post it. Those of you, I'll put a post up right now. Those of you who forgot, on Saturday night, I'm gonna do a just a short YouTube live members only chat about PVS-14s because Joe hates talking about them. He doesn't like talking about night vision. If I can bring it out, he says I can't say a word about it. So we're gonna do a whole little members only live chat on Saturday. That is for PVS-14s. Night vision setups. I don't think that gets. I'm not gonna post or that or anything.
I am gonna correct you though. I don't hate night vision. I hate that it's the bandwagon thing right now.
True. I'll give you that.
And I think that your money should be spent elsewhere. If you're like Walsh and you have kits for everybody in your house, you have rifle for or guns for those who can use them. You have all your ammo. You have food supplies. You have bug out bags. You have all that stuff covered. And the next step in MVG and helmet, more power to you. But if you're completely decked out from head to toe in night vision stuff and your kids are in tow wearing their flip-flops and their pajamas, you are wrong. You should have spent that $4,000 on kits for your kids.
So, and I like how we disagree because I'll disagree with this one because I think night vision is one of the only things you can do to literally purchase more mission capability, right? Like if you have night vision, you can now do something that other people cannot do. You have a completely different mission set that you can fulfill that you otherwise couldn't have. So I get where Joe's saying, and I think there is that way. Like, hey, do I kit out everybody, or do I make it so that I am more functional as a single individual? Now, I think there's some way to that. I think there's some middle ground, which I think that's what shows between me and Joe. Like, we both go to one way, but the reality is there's probably a more healthy middle ground as to where you should kind of be.
Yeah.
But yeah. And there's nobody's right. We both just we like to argue.
We're probably both wrong, honestly.
Probably.
If I had to bet, I'd bet against me.
I would bet against me too. And what's funny is, like, if we were betting, I'd be like, okay, we're betting. I'd probably bet on Joe, and he'd probably bet on me.
Yeah, probably.
So Bailey did say he just realized that today makes 365 days since I bought my first can. It's still pending approval. So yeah, 365 days for a can during the old paper forms is extremely normal. The 6-month days is gone. Yeah, you're at least a year, which is ridiculous. So thankfully it's down to 90 days. Carl says my defense mechanisms pieces will be here on Saturday. I will finally get to more permanently integrate my comms. Oh, well, Carl, if you have some pictures of it, I always say I need to actually do this though. If you have some pictures of your setup or your stuff, I will gladly share them. Just make sure to like tag me in our Discord and let me know I can share them. I'll put them up on our Instagram, and I'll share some of our viewer stuff and all their pieces, and I'll make you famous. Yeah, it's fun. If Walsh is wearing a cape, does that make him? He's putting super, but I'm reading it as supper. Supper Walsh. What kind of supper powers does he have? I have spaghetti powers. He fixed it later. He fixed it to superpowers. Ironsight says he has best gear finding powers. I have like make your wife angry powers. Like, I had to buy this thing. Like,
Walsh definitely have the word between our four for the ugliest firearm.
Which one?
Fun fact: the Destroy Block. What do you mean? What?
That thing is like it just reminds me. Like, it just reminds me of 1992. Like,
that looks like something that will haunt. What's that? Minecraft. It's so blocky, dude. It looks like a 12-bit video game gun.
I love this Tri-Box. Funk says, I carry a Mylar blanket, $2. LOL. Let's be honest. If you're running from thermals from the sky, you have bigger problems. Hey,
True.
And I think, like, Funk, I think you're actually saying exactly where our minds are at. Like,
right.
when it comes down to it, like, if you're
I think one of those survival blankets would do the same
would it
thing.
work? And I don't have a thermal camera, and this is where this hilarious position started. I'm like, well, let's test it. And
Those companies are gonna be so mad if it does work, and you're like, and then I tried this Mylar blanket,
and it worked.
and this for $2 you can do the same thing. So
Yeah, but I will say, I mean,
the moral of this story is,
I mean, but like having a big shiny blanket is it better? You know, would it be better to have a two? I don't know. We'd have to play with it. But Funk brings up fantastic questions. Can you spend $2 to defeat? We're talking about defeating drones. Like let's stop sugarcoating it. Can you defeat thermals from a drone using a $2 Mylar blanket? I don't know. We have to find out.
I don't either.
This is very.
And then could you then either glue or not really so, I guess, use a fabric glue and glue some multicam material to one side of the blanket and
like some scrim.
make your like some scrim and make your own for $30.
We should do this. Funk, I'm gonna challenge you to this because you seem like a super smart guy when this comes to the same thing. Get with me later. Like try to get a hold of me there on Discord or whatever. I want to see if we can get some people to make their own. I think, Joe, how cool would this be if we could challenge homemade thermal defeating blankets versus the high.
And what would be fun about that if nobody had a thermal device, so we just send them to you.
Yeah,
but I will say this: we did a contest on make a video on why you need a $80 sling, and we'll send the winner the sling for free.
Nobody sent one.
And there was only one person did. There was only one video submission, and it was mine, and I still didn't get the damn sling.
So yeah, Funk, talk to me. Let me know if you'd be interested because I think it would be cool if you did a Mylar blanket, like Joe's saying, cut it up, did some scrim inside of it, so it's kind of hidden from visual, like natural sight, and then still may work under thermal.
Yeah, because if you got a bright silver blanket and you're trying to hide from a drone, come on now.
Yeah.
Like it's a big old reflective mirror. Yeah. Like that's the easiest thing in the world to see.
Yeah. So Caleb says, Funk, I think the Mylar blanket would be an option to test, but much cheaper. Could cover a larger area for the same price as what Walsh has. Interesting. Yeah. See, I don't know. Gen Z says, I do have a soft play. I don't know what you're talking about, Gen Z. We're going to skip. I'm moving on. Funk says, yeah, man, it's the same concept. Make a shelter, drape it over, and conceal it. You're not using these things on the move. It's a static position. Yes. Maybe I need to just do this. Maybe we don't need to make something, but we can have fun with it. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, Bailey says, where can I find the Discord? I'll put it in the chat again, but I linked it earlier. And sorry if I messed up some of your comments.
We blame not Jason. Not Jason.
Yeah, because he should be here.
So just like we did get well soon, Cody. When not Jason are here next week, I want everybody to say thanks a lot, not Jason, or I hate you, not Jason.
Yeah, you got the
anything negative.
You got B-string comment reader over here trying to figure this out.
Thanks a lot, not Jason.
Mike's good grief, says, I still laugh about when Dad told you guys, why even have a channel if you're going to be wearing masks? Yep. Yeah, Dad was mean to us.
He was
very mean.
He made me cry. Yeah. That's why I still wear the mask, because I cry all the time inside of it.
Misfit says, what laser did you get? Well, I'm running the I followed a lot of stuff with Hop and his laser stuff he was talking about. I talked to him a bunch before buying anything. I ended up going with the D-Ball D2 because it has some higher end IR illuminators and lasers. The A3 can get stupid expensive, a lot more expensive than the D2, but then have way less features, which doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I did the Steiner D-Ball D2. Jason found me a deal I wasn't happy about. I had to buy it. So stupid. Mike says, what's the other platform called? There's the Discord, and what's the other one that Jason
Telegram?
Posted? Yeah, that's the Telegram deals, but the same deals he posts on Telegram actually goes into the Discord channel that says the TLD deals. So if you're on one, you're kind of on them both. Just make sure to follow those. Like, they're actually really good deals that are on there. Yeah, and then Caleb says the same thing that they.
And like we always say, when in doubt, try discount code TLDCO.
Yeah,
you never know.
If you're buying
Holiday Inn looked at me like I was stupid.
Yeah, if you're buying a car, tell them like, hey, TLDCO, and they'll take a little bit off the top. Trust me.
10%.
Doesn't matter what car place. Misfit says IWA International has flashbangs and smoke nades back in stock. Remember we talked about these guys a couple weeks ago.
Oh my gosh. Like, I kind of want one. I kind of want to try it.
Could you imagine me with actual oh no, I wouldn't. It's a guarantee. Like, you don't know how many times I'm walking in and out of like the doors and with camera gear and different equipment, and sometimes pieces fall off. And so that's when you learn to secure things. I guarantee you there would be a random smoke or flash that would be like, oh, like it just be like, ping! I'm like, hey, what was that? I guarantee.
Hey, did you hear that?
Hey, like I'm carrying a camera and I'm like, well, what did that fall off of? And then wow, like, oh my goodness. Oh yeah. 1911 Drew says, very good point, Joe. Wait for NVGs until all the family is set up.
Yep. That's how I feel. Some people feel their way. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
Because I can defeat your MVGs with a $60 flashlight. And yeah, I give up my location. I get that, but I also know yours, and now I can see you, and you relatively can't see me.
You kind of saw the problem when you have a bright light in NVGs. When I was showing the auto gating on mine, when you got a really bright light,
that's when you're shining it away from you. When bright light gets shined at you, it's not like it in the movies where it like, oh, it hurts my eyes and I have to take off my NVGs, but it can damage the NVG and you'll lose sight of that, and that's all the time somebody needs.
What's really going to happen is, it's not going to damage your eyes in any way, shape, or form, but what's going to happen is wherever that cone is, it's going to auto gate. So it's going to take that as like the maximum brightness level and then turn everything else. Everything's going to go way down. So everything except for that circle cone will be bright white, and everything else will be black. So you can't see anything. Yeah, you can see roundabout where the light's coming from, roundabout.
Don't get me wrong. There's a time and a place for NVGs. I'm not saying that there's no use for them. I'm saying they are not the save-all, catch-all that the interwebs make them out to be right now. I'm going
to say this right now. If you ever try to use NVGs indoors, like clearing a house indoors with NVGs on, you are in for a treat. Like, you see all these people practicing it, like practicing learning how to do it and like going to all these classes, because you have to. It is incredibly difficult. Even going from in to outside, there's a lot of transitional space changes between what you're focusing on. There's a huge mess. Like, it's
I just think of people are like, oh, I need NVG, and then they're like, something going bump in the night, and they're throwing on NVG, and they're turning off all the lights in their house, and they're clearing their house with NVG. It's like, dude,
you're not gonna happen.
Or do that. Like,
it's not gonna happen.
You were so wrong. I'm doing the exact opposite. If I had a can, it'd be off my gun. I'm turning on all lights. I'm making as much noise and as craziness as I can.
Yeah, and that's just the difference between, like, do I want to go in, not be seen, and then come out, not be seen? Yes, that's why I'm going to use NVGs and silencers. Yeah. But if I want to make sure everyone hears me, like, same with the bad guy. I want to disorient the hell out of them.
Yeah, I want 5. Do this number, but I want 5 people minimum calling 911. And I only live with my spouse, so there's 1. I need 4 other people calling 911.
Yeah, immediately. Yeah.
Yep. So hopefully both neighbor on each side, maybe somebody across the street, maybe somebody behind me. Got it covered.
So hilariously, Joe, we only have 5 minutes left and haven't even talked about what we're going to be doing next.
Oh, wow.
But I'm going to go through some of these real quick. So members only, I'm going to go from this point on. I'm going to go through these really fast. Mozdrak says, Mylar blanket plus FDE Krylon and some camo netting. Listen, I am 100% in. I think the best part is none of us actually have thermal. So you guys could send me your crappy designs. And then, like, whoever wins, I don't know, I'll find something stupid you can win. And I'll just find out the desk and give it to you. And like whoever gives me the one that actually works wins.
Yeah, and if 3 people give you one that worked, then all 3 of you get something. We'll find something to say.
And it's going to be cool because then we can compare it to actual thermal hides, and say, like, okay, here's some homemade options. So yeah.
Cool. But you have to put, if you're going to do this, okay, you need to send in receipts. We don't need your name and address and stuff like that, but we have to be able to prove it. So if you go online and you order like 5 different things to make this, print out or keep your receipts and put it with the blanket. So then we could be like, all right, they totaled it up. This is what's in this. This is what they used. This is how much it was. And it did the same thing at a $400 magic cape.
Let me know. I'm interested. I think it'd be fun. I think maybe we could make it a longer series. I was thinking I was going to rent a thermal, but now maybe we buy a thermal. I don't know. We'll see. Fun thermal test. Oh. He says, wonder if there are any non-helmet mounted NV options that would be cheaper and at least give you the ability to see in the dark to see what's out there. Grounding, it would not be as good as a helmet. So
it's
yes.
Called a flashlight.
Yep. And a flashlight. It works perfect. Well, you can
I'm sorry. I'll stop. I'll stop.
There are some NV solutions you could do, like NV monoculars. They do exist. They're not as expensive. You start to pay so much money because you're putting them into a tactical world, like into a weapon system, and that starts to become super expensive. So yeah.
And with higher cost comes more clarity, a little bit more depth perception, and also distance that you can see. Night vision has a distance that you can see out to, and everything. The one that we used were green, so everything jumped green after that point, and they're pretty much worthless.
You saw the clarity on mine. You can see about 100, 200 if you were like eagle eyeing it. There's 0% chance you're gonna have any positive target ID at 300 yards with even.
Yeah, you might be able to see movement and stuff like that, but if somebody's laying down on the ground, you're not going to see anything.
You can be, I don't know who that is. I don't want to just shoot at a random shape.
Yeah, sometimes you won't. If they're laying this way, where all you see in the crown of the head, it could be a rock. You don't know.
Yeah, not doing that.
You'd be killing rocks or cottontails.
Monstrak says no longer trustworthy, not Jason.
Yes.
1911 Drew says Caleb, a bump helmet non-ballistic fits that bill. So you still swinging the same stuff, but you're not getting into a ballistic helmet. He says aren't bump helmets still pretty pricey? They can be. You're probably still looking at $200 to $300 on the low end, but some like really cool skateboard helmets can actually.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you're just looking for it to carry your MVG, dude, Amazon, Wish, whatever you find. It's just mounting MVGs. You're not. No, you can be under $100 if you wanted to.
I love this next comment by Misfits.
They also make head straps. They also make actual head straps that will.
Oh, those are horrible. The skull.
I know. But, hey, he said just something.
Yeah, you could. All right.
We don't all have $1,000 spent on helmets, Wash.
Oh my goodness. Misfit says, "Sir, this is a Wendy's."
I mean, I would even say maybe even a hard hat. You get hard hats ratchet down in the back, right? You can tighten it down, and then just screw an MVG mount to the front of it and call it good.
Joe, I would pay a lot of money to just build you a hard hat NVG helmet setup. Like it would be.
Yeah. If you send the MVG with it, I'll wear it.
I'll cut a hole in the hard hat so everything can flip down properly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some quick ones. I know the answer for Joe with these, but we'll let Joe answer them. Do you still advocate rattle canning your rifles?
I do.
Yeah, I love it.
It's going to beat up, and I made a video on how to do it.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it though, within the last 2 months, watch the video, make the determination for yourself. It is not going to hold up to abuse. It's going to wear down. It's going to chip. It's going to scratch. But I like that look.
Yeah,
I love that look. I love the distressed look, the battle worn, beat up, whatever you want to call it. So I do. Yeah, but that's just me.
Yep, I like it. So I'm a big fan too. First Last says thoughts on the Phantom Hill Designs CTF 1 and 2. I haven't got to play with them. Hop has some really good videos on those. I think he's going to have the second one. I probably should hit them up and try to get the second one. I like the way they do things. I like the way it has like the different switches on either side on the front. Simplifies the whole thing. I think it's cool.
I don't even know what it is.
There's so many comments. We're not going to get into this, so we're going to have to
keep going.
Okay, I have to skip some of these. I love some of these. Like
I love that we have so many comments. That
I want to answer some of these though. We're just running out of time, and so maybe come Saturday. Like if you're not a member, be a member and come Saturday because I can answer some of these. Could you run one NVG on one eye and one thermal on the other? You could, and you would die. Like your brain your brain is not that smart. It can't figure that out. You will.
No, don't do that.
It's not gonna cross. It's not gonna cross the images like you would normally when you like change your eyes. It's not gonna work.
If that's what you're trying to do, don't quote me on that. I've never tried it, but I'd have an MVG on and a thermal scope, and I would flip up the MVG and look through a thermal scope, and then go back to my MVGs. That's what I would do
Yeah.
I wanted to try that. That would be step one.
Immortal Eotech says, did you get dizzy when first using a monocular night vision? You really need to come Saturday. The answer is no. The reason you get that is when your diopter is not set correctly. So you need to make sure your diopter is set for your eye. If not, it'll get really disorienting because you're not set up correctly. Your eye is different. My eye is different than Joe's eye. Once you know your diopter setting, though, you'd know it forever. It's not really going to change. It's a distance from the inner pupillary distance and all this other nonsense.
Just like binoculars.
It's the same. So like if I know what mine is, I know what mine is. But yours is different than mine. Yours is different than Joe's. If you just use someone else's NVGs, just throw them on for a significant period of time, yeah, that's gonna be a bad day. Come on Saturday, we'll answer all these questions. Yeah, well, you could switch them back and forth. We're not gonna talk about that. Crook says, I'll get y'all a TLD discount code at my dealership on new vehicles. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram store in Central Florida. Seriously, if that that would be
awesome, dude.
That would be amazing.
Even if it's $10, at least we can say we have a discount code for a dealership.
Yeah.
All right, next.
So Funk's giving some good stuff too. If you guys haven't missed, if you don't see some of his comments, they're really good.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. He's basically saying once the fight starts, you're going bright anyway. So yeah, he's bringing up a lot of really good stuff. Why you run white? Like if you run a full NV setup with no white, you probably made some weird decisions at some point. So yeah. See, Funk's pretty good. See, he's got some good stuff. I'm not gonna make fun of your name anymore. You got cool stuff going on. We can play Xbox together. I don't mind. The dude says, "Don't kill my dream of clearing my house in underwear and nods."
Hey, you do you, boo.
Don't worry about it. Richard Harris says, "Mylar car window shade." Is that talking about making his own thermal diffuser?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I think that's most of our member chat. So yeah, we're over at hour 30. So Joe, why don't you share what you're working on or worked on already or going to share, and then I'll share what I have and we'll close it out.
So we've been talking about it a couple times. Walsh and I finally collaborated through how many states are we away? One?
Two?
Two?
Maybe just one.
One. You go from Colorado to Nebraska?
Yeah.
Yeah, so multi-state collab, and we tried to make it funny. So watch that one.
It's gonna be good.
And then I was on a kick on doing some stuff for hanging some stuff, found some solution for my gun hanging woes. Will it work for you? Who knows? Watch out for that video. That's what I have, and I actually did more and stuff less. So I think I made both of them one weekend.
You did. You did. So the ones I'm working on is actually the same ones Joe's working on because I got finished the collab and finished editing them. So there is a really cool upper, which actually surprised me from the parts department. And Joe, like I was kind of geeking out over the parts. Joe was not giving a crap, and then took it out to shoot it and said, "Dude, this gun has amazing parts in it." And I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't the parts. I don't care about name brand parts.
Right,
I really don't.
The synergy of it all.
Yeah, well, don't say too much. I don't want to spoil it. But I went out there thinking that this isn't gonna my end result wasn't gonna be if you have the money and you want to spend more money than you need to, then you can buy this. And I walked away going, I'm putting this on my lower and I'm keeping this and I really like it. And you'll have to watch to see why. It's one stupid little thing, but it sold me.
So yeah, for me then I'm working on a bunch of stuff. I let you know about the thermal hides. That's a little bit out in terms of stuff. There's some stuff coming. I'm also working on, I put a little YouTube poll out there seeing what mounts you'd be most interested in. There's all these different mounts that are out nowadays between like offset red dot mounts, 1.93 mounts, 2-inch mounts, 1.5s, all these different ones. And are any of them any different? Are any of them worth the damn? Are some of them worth the price tag? I don't know. So I have all of them and we're going to try them. And the one that you're going to see next, though, is what I've been wearing almost the whole thing, is our OpsCore amps. These is going to be the next in our OpsCore series. And then we'll do our SF helmet. And then Saturday, we'll just say 8:30 p.m. Central Time. We'll do our live member chat for NVGs and talking about all kinds of night vision gear. And I'm going to see if we can get some other. Oh, I can't add people into that one. I can do it on this, but not on that one. So, yeah, disregard. It'll just be me. I was going to try and add
Saturday.
Yeah. You can't.
Okay,
I can only be.
Yeah, it's out next Thursday. Then I'm gonna be like, oh man, sorry, I have an appointment.
No. Like, so members only. We can't do StreamYard. It's weird. Like the way it works, you have to do it through YouTube. So it's only one person. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. I wish we could do all the cool stuff we do here. So that's my way of saying thanks, everybody. Though we're working on cool stuff as always. Though hit us up wherever you can. Discord, Instagram, thinlinedefenseco@gmail.com. If you have questions, whatever we can do to help you. Thanks for hanging out so long, you guys. So many of you hung out with us the whole time. So many good comments. Funk. Thanks for all the good stuff, man. Everybody else, I love you. Misfit, Gen Z, all you guys who come in every week. Super awesome. Zach, my dude. Other than that, thanks.
I'm still waiting on ideas for the Optic durability challenges. Let me know. Realistic durability testing. I don't need to freeze an Optic. What do you want to see? What can I do to it to make you want to buy an Optic or not buy an Optic? Let me know.
Do the really important ones. Like what happens if you're riding a bike and it falls off while you're riding?
Yeah.
Those are important. Those are what I want to know.
That is important. I do have a bicycle. I could probably get that done.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for your time. Have a wonderful time. Have a good night.